Good evening and good day, whatever time it is for you. I am thankful that you're here. Looking forward to spending some time with you. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We are live this evening on a Monday evening, not to be redundant, but to say it again. Uh, Ben, I think you're here in the chat. So nice to see you, Ben. I'm so glad you're here. I am streaming at a different time this evening. I normally stream at 4:15, and I didn't even think to put something out on the community tab to alarm or alert people. It might be alarming, but to alert people that I was going live an hour or 15 minutes early this evening. So we'll see if people roll in. It might be a few minutes before people roll in, or Ben, if that's you out there, it might just be you and I this evening. Um, if it is you, Ben, let me know. If it's somebody other than Ben out there, I want to know who you are. I want to know about you. And I've got some important news this evening. That is why I titled the stream the way I did. Now, do you want to hear about the news I have? I hope so. All right, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I'm so glad that you're here. Goosebump 801 in the house. Hey, Goosebump, nice to see you. Who else is in the chat? Tony's in the chat. Hey, Tony, nice to see you. Body Illusion, hanging with Mr. Ray Ray. Ray Ray, you made it. Awesome, awesome. I'm so glad you're here, Ray Ray. How are you doing? Rashim, I almost didn't see you sneak in there. Rashim, nice to see you. Rashim says, good evening, Tara. You look so beautiful and young looking as always. I did not select that comment to put it up on the screen first because it was a compliment to me, but that is a very, very thoughtful, kind thing for you to say, Rashim. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Body Illusion, dropping the honey. We were talking about that. I think it was this morning, but I don't know. The streams all seem to be running together for me these days. But I think it was this morning in the lifeboat stream talking about being called hun or honey. And some people love it, some people hate it. I guess I'm neutral. Anybody else hate the word honey, or do you love it? Curious about that. Goosebump says, Ray Ray, been thinking about you. Ray Ray, you've got so much support in this community. We're also glad you're here. We want to know how you're doing today, Ray Ray. So please don't leave us hanging. Let us know how you're doing. Luke in the house. Luke is Mr. Merkabastic. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I just call him Luke. Luke, welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. A Rolling Stone in the house. Hey, Rolling Stone. Kristen Melinda to the party. Kristen, nice to see you. Kristen says, hi, everyone. Hi, Tara. Cooking dinner while I listen. Kristen, you cook up some fantastic stuff. What's for dinner? You don't have to answer that. I know you're probably busy. Probably got you with your hands in the chicken or something, but I am curious to hear what you're making for dinner. Rev is full of nice compliments this evening, says Tara is awesome in peer support. Well, I appreciate that very much, Rev. It is easy to offer strong, solid, good peer support when the person that you're working with is open and willing to receive the support. So I appreciate the compliment, Rev. A Rolling Stone hanging with Mr. Ray Ray. Good to see you. We're so happy you're here, Ray Ray. Ray Ray says, I've been reeling self back and doing okay. Okay, sounds like Ray Ray's doing better. What does that mean to you, Ray Ray? How are you reeling yourself back in? It might help some folks to know what steps you're taking to get to okay. Body Illusion, excited for this evening. Tell us your story. We will get to it, Body Illusion. I've got my little outline here of things that I will share with you. Heather in the house. Whoops, I clicked on the right one, the wrong one. There we go. Heather in the house. Hey, Heather. Nice to see you. Welcome in. Artem in the house. Artem, I'm so glad you made it this week. How are you doing, Artem? I hope you're doing well. How are you enjoying your days these days? Let us know what's going on. Ray Ray kind of went off the deep end for the last 4 days. Ray Ray, do you want to give us some more details on that? You got a lot of people here who are rooting for you, Ray Ray. Goosebumps says, what's up, everybody? In the house. Mikey, you made it. Hey, man, it's nice to see you. I saw your comment earlier and I did respond. I'm hoping that you're feeling okay. If you want to share more with us, what's going on with you, please feel free. John Fry. Hey, John Fry, welcome in. Just wanted to drop in and give you a thumbs up. I'll have to check out the rest of the vid later. That sounds good to me, John Fry. It is so nice to see you here. And John, you just reminded me to ask people, like, share, subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, hit that bell. It helps me out so much. I feel so weird saying that stuff, but it does help me. It helps us in the chat, draw some more people in so we can have a broader, wider, more rich conversation. You know what I say, the more, the merrier. Ray Ray, it was alcohol fueled with a lot of depression. So I've been going outside in my pepper garden, trying to do more outside things to prevent me from having too much time on my hands. Well, that's a beautiful thing. Ray Ray, spending time in nature is, in my opinion, one of the best things that we can do when we're not feeling so hot. Ray Ray is has been sharing quite a bit about his journey and what he's going through. And Ray Ray, I want you to know that your story is incredibly inspirational to me. I know I shared this with you before. I'm going to share it again because you're here. It's a solid reminder of why I'm still in recovery. I do not want to go back to that place where I couldn't stop. And I've been there. I've been brought to my knees for months on end. I mean, years on end, if I'm being honest, wanting to quit and not being able to. So I appreciate you sharing your journey with us, Ray Ray. I am so glad that you're here. Yeah, there's some really good people in here too. If I can commend everybody that's listening right now, I'm glad you're all here. Mikey, they found in the MRI on January 25th, there were 7 issues in my right shoulder, but it's a pinched nerve in the right side. What's the prognosis, Mikey? Have they told you what to expect? Ray Ray, I was getting blacked out drunk and I don't remember the past 2 days. Ray Ray, I'm curious. Do you remember me sharing a link with you in the Lifeboat Discord? I'm curious if you remember me sharing that link. It was a meeting link. I'll drop it again. I'll find it for you and drop it again if you want me to. Body Illusion says, Ray Ray, changing environments is always a great thing. Glad you're here. Growing your own food is way awesome too, says the Critter Life. Critter Life in the house. Hey, Critter Life, nice to see you. Critter Life wants to know from Ray Ray, what kind of peppers you growing, Ray Ray? Yeah, are they spicy ones? Could make some tincture, like the Lifeboat's slamming over there. Oh, Ray Ray, I don't even remember talking to you on Discord. All right, well, I'm not going to air what I shared on Discord just out of respect for you, Ray Ray. But shall we cross paths again? I will remind you the conversation that we had. Rolling Stone in the house. I already said hi to you, Rolling Stone. I still can't face trying to wrap my brain around Discord. Wish I could. Rolling Stone, I think I've offered this to you before. I will offer it again, and that goes for anyone in the chat who's not on Discord but wants to be. Of course, no pressure whatsoever. Anne Marie in the house. Hey, Anne Marie. I love Discord personally. Let me grab a link for you. All you got to do to get started with Discord is click on the link I'm about to post. After you click on the link and download the app, you're going to click on the link again. So you'll click on this link twice, once to download the app and once to get into my server. I host a Discord meeting every single Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Artem, I meant to tell you during the last meeting, I hope that's okay that I just blasted your name out there. We changed the time. We agreed as a group that we were going to change the time back to 6 o'clock. And I meant to shoot you a message and I totally spaced it with all the other messages that I was blasting out. 6 o'clock is going to be the meeting time this week. So if you want to join us on Discord, meet us at that link at 6 o'clock Pacific time. We'll meet from 6 to 7. Sometimes we go over. We'll see how it goes. I have a large garden with raised beds. It's my thing, says Heather. Ben, hi Critter Life. That's why I couldn't get your name. I was missing the. Good day to you. Yeah, that the makes a difference sometimes, doesn't it? Anne Marie says, I'm at a doctor's appointment with my dad, so I'm listening. I miss y'all. I'm happy that you're getting to spend some time with him, Anne Marie. I hope everything is okay. Rev says body illusion. Or Ray Ray, not Rev. I misread that. Ray, that's okay moving forward. Positivity, that positivity sure does make a difference, folks, doesn't it? Mikey, I fired my last pain management doctor. He was giving me NSAIDs, or giving me a NSAID, some horse pill, 500 milligrams of Atodalac, 500 milligrams. Well, that seems, honestly, I'm not even going to say that seems inappropriate. I'm assuming it's inappropriate because you fired him, but I don't know much about that medication. I am not a medical health provider. As a matter of fact, Mikey, you remind me I need to put up this. I'm not a medical health care professional. Nothing you see on this channel is medical health advice. I'm also not trained to give mental health advice or guidance. I am trained and certified to offer you the best support that I possibly can. So I just wanted to remind y'all, nothing you see here is medical advice. Also, if you need immediate mental health support and you're in the United States, dial 988. But if it's an emergency, dial 911. And I wanted to give a huge shout out to all the channel sponsors. This channel is funded solely by your contributions. So thank you so much for those donations. If you want to make a donation, see the description in the video. I really appreciate everyone's support who has donated so far. Thank you. Goosebump forgets to go into the Discord. Well, it's popping. It's on Thursdays, it's popping. The Lifeboats Discord is also very good. I don't have a link to the Lifeboat Discord, but I don't have it open either. Let me load it up here. I should probably get his permission before I go posting links to his Discord. Hanging with Ray. Super hot. Whoops. Super hot, mild peppers, everything from chocolate. Oh my goodness, Discord keeps popping up. From chocolate primatology to pepperoncinis. I have a lot of plants, three in pots left over. Ray, you're busy over there. Yeah, what a crop, says Body Illusion. Critter Life loves peppers. Someone's jelly. Artem, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, absolutely, Artem. I would hate for you to show up a half hour early and wonder where the heck people were. So if there's a lot of pepperheads in Tucson that need some pepperheads in Tucson that need some plants, let me know. I would take you up on that if I was in Tucson, Ray Ray. Ben, I can pronounce all the drug names. I can do my best to try anyway, but that does not mean that I know what the heck they are or what they do. Ray Ray just joined the Discord. Welcome in, Ray Ray. Nice to have you. Again, Ray Ray, if you want to join us at the meeting, we meet over on that server that you just joined, the Terra Smiling server, on Thursdays at 6 o'clock Pacific time. I think that's the same time that you're on right now, the Mountain Standard Time. And just so y'all know, you do not have to turn your camera on. You are welcome to turn your camera on, but you can come on voice. I've had people just come into the chat before. Sometimes people's signals are wonky. I'm not going to name any names, but they go into the chat as well when that happens. Everyone's welcome, by the way. So invite your friends. The more the merrier. Rolling Stone, that was about as frustrating as I expected it to be. Sorry, some new tricks. This old dog just can't learn. Rolling Stone, if you ever want me to walk you through it, just send me an email. I'm happy to help you. Primatology peppers. Primatology? Primatology? Did I say it wrong? Probably. Primatology peppers? That sounds like Scientology peppers. Down in the bottom section, if you go there, you can voice or video chat. That's on Discord, folks. There's black duct tape stuck over the camera on my laptop. Oh, did you put it there because you don't want to use your camera, Rolling Stone? That's understandable. Yeah, it is all good. That's a good point. That's a good point, Ben. I appreciate you bringing that up. A couple do voice chat. That's true. There's a few of us. The meeting's small. It's a very small meeting. It's not a big meeting by any means of a stretch. We just started it a few months ago, and it's a small meeting. It's an intimate meeting. I love it. And a couple people do just do voice chat because the signal's not strong enough to stream video. So the voice is much easier than typing. I agree with you, Ben. Ray Ray meant to say primo tolly peppers. Luke went through a taped camera time too. I've thought about, excuse me, I've thought about it. Ray Ray says body illusion. I hope you get with Johnny Scoville. So I do have some important news. That was not clickbait, folks. I do have some important news. I want to know how y'all are doing, though. If you haven't shared yet, some people have shared. Let me know how you're doing. Give me an update on what you're going through. I am doing things a little bit differently tonight. The past 2 weeks, I have brought guests up at the very beginning of the show. Tonight, we're going to be streaming for an hour so that we can get over to the lifeboat and support Spanx over there and the lifeboat if you do so desire. I'm going to be bringing guests on if anybody wants to come up the last 15 minutes of the show. So around 4:45 or so, maybe a little before, maybe a little after. If you want to come up and have some one-on-one chat, if a few people want to come up and have some face-to-face time with yours truly, I would be happy to have you on. If you're struggling with something, if you're celebrating something, anything we can do to support you, that is how we like to roll here. Goosebump is going to be journaling. That is so wonderful. Goosebump, I'm so happy to hear that you're journaling. I've also been writing. Not as much as sometimes I do. My writing has been more logistical in nature lately and not so much creative. Or what I have found is that as I have gone through my mental health recovery, I'm journaling less and less about things that bother me because less is bothering me, and more expressing my creative side. So That's a positive thing that I've noticed recently, that I want to express my creativity in my writing. I'll take more of that, please. Goosebump, struggling with the exercise thing though. You know what, Goosebump, you're not alone. I did not exercise outside of just walking last week. I was doing very good the previous week. I did yoga a few times, not last week, but the week before. Totally dropped the ball this past week. I got so busy working on developing my peer support agency that I did not even do yoga. So it is a desire of mine to practice some yoga on top of having walks. Uh, I don't want to set the standards too high for myself. I want to be kind to myself, but hopefully I do better with that myself. Also, Goosebump, you're not alone on that. James in the house. Hey, Come Alive Ministries, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. I wouldn't mind hanging out with Johnny for the day, but only if I get sober. Yep, that's going to be a requirement. I would have to require the same thing. I mean, I wouldn't want to tell anybody what to do. I just have to protect my sobriety, you know? Rolling Stone's been doing the journaling thing too. Do y'all know about the journaling prompts? You probably do. That Lifeboat is posting over on the community tab. Let me post a link to the Lifeboat. There you go. If you want to see the journaling prompts that Spanx is putting out, go to the Lifeboat, click on the community tab. He's putting out a daily journaling prompts for AM and PM if that's something you're interested in. Yeah, Goosebump, the prompts have been really good. Heather says it's drizzling in South Virginia, but it's nice and warm out. Interesting, warm and drizzly. I actually want to hear the news. I actually want to hear. What are they? I'm really curious now. Okay, Artem, we're getting to it. We're getting to it. I've got two things to tell you. Actually, I've got two breaking news items to let you all know, folks. Mikey, it's going to rain all week here in Illinois. One Cat's with Shell in the house. Hey, nice to see you. I'm so glad you came. Mikey says, still on Subutex, 8 milligrams, still trying to get the Sublocade shot, just one shot in the middle of May. Mikey, I hope that shot works out good for you. It's worked out well for so many people. And I think it's awesome that you want to make the transition. Middle of May is soon. I definitely want to hear how that goes for you, Mikey. Please come back and keep us posted. Luke singing, I want to know, have you ever seen? I probably need to stop. Okay, Goosebump down at the gym, listening for a bit. Goosebump, thanks for bringing us to the gym with you. Pump that iron, get that exercise in. I'm so proud of you. Coming down on a sunny day. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so piece of news numero uno. Numero uno. Song is good for the soul, says Kristen Melinda. Okay, well, if you insist, I'll sing as inspired to do so. Okay, so number one piece of news. Some of you are already going to have known this information. It's not going to be news to you because Spanx has been announcing it. But for those of you who aren't aware, I'm going to be interviewed over on the Lifeboat channel on Wednesday. That's 2 days from now. They're going to interview, or Spanx is going to interview me. He asked me if I want to know the questions that he's going to ask. He gave me that option to see the questions before he asks them. Then he said, or do you want it to be organic? And I was like, Let's make it organic. So, folks, I have no idea what he's going to ask me. Nothing is off limits. And that doesn't mean I'm going to answer every question, for the record. If he goes, I don't think he's going to ask anything that makes me uncomfortable or that I wouldn't answer. But that is announcement number one. I'm going to be interviewed over on the Lifeboat channel on Wednesday at 5:05 Pacific time, which I believe is the same as Mountain Standard. So if you want to join, I don't know if we're going to be simulcasting or not. If we do simulcast, watch on both of our channels. And that goes for anybody who simulcasts, y'all. I don't know if you're aware of this, but when you pull up both channels, it mute one of them so that you can only hear one instead of there being an echo. Both channels get the watch time. So if two creators are simul streaming, it's really helpful to watch both so that both channels get the watch time. It helps share the message and spread the word to other people when we do that. Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time, says a Rolling Stone. Ooh, is there a storm a brewing? You want to tell us more about that, Rolling Stone? James, I'm not going to attend my son's jiu-jitsu class today. I've been so fatigued, trying to rebuild my stamina since my stage 4 cancer bout. It's been a year. What a freaking ride, dude. Or ride too. Ride too, not ride, dude. But what a freaking ride, dude. James, right? The fact that you made it through that shows just how resilient you are. And if you need to rest, James, then rest. I support that 100%. Oh, Rolling Stone, it's more lyrics. Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. I don't actually know that one, or if I do, I'm not recalling. Maybe I need to hear it. Sometimes I need to hear the song. Yeah, Ben, I believe you're talking about in response to Come Alive Ministries, whose name is James. That's a huge thing to recover from. Yes, indeed. It sure is. Oh, it's the same. It's the same song. Shows how much I know. Not very much, folks. But I do know that I'm good at what I do. I just don't know everything, and that's okay. Schoolboy Kai in the house. Hey, Schoolboy Kai. Tell your brother the Phoenix Suns got blown out by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, that's going to make him probably go. He's probably going to shake. He's probably going to do one of these. He's going to curl his lips or perch his, whatever it's called. He's going to tighten his lips, shake his head, look at the ground, close his eyes. Say, I know, Tara. I know. Schoolboy Kai, it's nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. Same song. Okay, same song. Sorry, folks. Same song. Not as young as people think, folks. But I'll take the compliment all day long for the rest of my life. That's okay. I can't get that tune in my head. Hopefully it's not stuck in there, Ben. Oh my gosh, James. Yes, it ate through my cranium. I'm so glad you made it through that, James. Glad to see you here. Glad you're taking care of yourself. That self-care we know is so important. I do have a second announcement. Artem, I know you're itching to hear that second announcement. Now it's stuck in your head, Ben. You're welcome. Schoolboy Kai says, pleasure to be here, Miss Tara. Well, thank you, Schoolboy Kai. It's always a pleasure to see you in the chat. It's a pleasure to see everyone in the chat. You hide it well. Body Illusion says, well, thank you. Thank you. All right, so y'all ready for the second announcement, or should I wait? Well, no, I'm not going to wait because it's been 30 minutes. At 45 minutes or so, I'm going to see if anybody wants to come up and talk one on one. If you're struggling with something, if you want to celebrate something, I need a trophy or a tiara or some version of that for my own space. I just don't know what. There must be something that I have already. If you have a suggestion for something that I can use to congratulate people, I'm sure something will come about, or maybe I can go to a thrift store and find something creative. Once upon a time, we got most of our music from the radio, so we learned all the words because certain songs were played to death. You know what, a Rolling Stone? I was around for the radio times. I had a boombox. Loved my boombox. It was my most prized possession. And I did record tracks when that feature came out. I would actually plan the order of the songs that I wanted to record, and then I would wait until the song came in the order that I wanted, and I would press record, and then I would have a mixed tape from heaven. Heather's making an iced coffee. Well, that sounds delicious, Heather. Schoolboy Kai, what are your thoughts on the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake hip hop beef? I am slightly embarrassed to say that I have no idea what's going on with that. I have purposely, y'all, purposely been hiding from the news, which might be good and it might be bad. There's just a lot of stuff that makes me uncomfortable, makes me sad, makes me angry, makes me feel some kind of way. I've been hiding from it. So I don't actually know what's going on with Mr. Lamar and Drake, but my thoughts are that I wish them the best and I hope that they get over it soon because nobody likes to beef. Well, some people do like to beef, and I have to wonder, all right, this is my actual thought without knowing anything about what's going on right now. Is it a publicity stunt? That's what I want to know. That's my thought. Is it a publicity stunt? What do you think about that, Schoolboy? And anybody who wants to chime in on that. Now. Yes. Okay. All right. Cassette days. Yup. I have a plastic Oscar statue. If you want it and you have a P.O. box, what? I will send it to you. I don't have a P.O. box yet. I don't have a P.O. box yet. But perhaps I have somewhere where you can send that. Let me get back to you on that, Miss Kristen Melinda. I'm going to write that down low. An Oscar statue? I love that idea. You're the first person, Kristen Melinda, who has offered to send me something in the mail. Thank you. That's very, very thoughtful of you. And I am making a note. I loved CBC's Saturday Night Live where they played the latest songs and we would record them on cassette tapes. Yep, Tony, I had my strategies too. Certain shows I'd wait for so that I knew the order I could get the songs in. I don't know who those people are. I already forgot what we were talking about, Ben. Sometimes I wish that my memory was, it's not bad. It's just sometimes I get lost in the chat. Ray Ray had the Kenwood boombox. Dual cassette recorder, folks. That is top of the line right there. Time for me to go home, says Ben. Ben, if you're talking about going actually, no, I think you're home already. Are you singing a song or are you actually going to make a commute now? The 8-track was a brand new thing. Rolling Stone remembers. Artem says, who cares about Lifeboat? Clickbait. Nope, it's not clickbait because I got another announcement for you that has nothing to do with the lifeboat. So what you think about that? If y'all are ready, I will tell you what my second announcement is. Let me know if you're ready. Yeah, Ray Ray, when you're a celebrity, negative attention will get you relevancy and jobs. Exactly. That's why I think it might be Ben, you too. I hope you get home safe. That's why Ray Ray, I think it might be staged or publicity, or if it's not staged, they're blowing it up, taking advantage of it. You know, more power to them. I'm not judging anybody. Kristen Melinda, I would send it to you. Don't want to make you feel weird giving out your address. Just let me know. All right, Kristen Melinda, I will definitely let you know. And I really appreciate the sentiment. I might actually take you up on that. Won't give out my real name, much less my street address, says Rolling Stone. Did you carry it around the streets, Ray Ray? Says Body Illusion. Vigorious Steve in the house. Welcome in, Steve. I'm so glad that you're here. Steve says, greetings, Tara and chat. It's Steve Gonzalez. Hope everyone's doing well. Just finished a 2-mile run. Feeling amazing. Steve, good job. I need a trophy or an award to hand you. That deserves some accolades, 100%. Keep up that hard work, Steve. I mean that. Keep telling us about it too, because that's motivation for me to get my rear in gear. Ben's on a commute. Toot, toot. I don't know. Kristen, could have a drone drop it by a near Walmart. Actually, I don't have a Walmart near me, Kristen. Target. Goosebump wants to know if it's about my test. Not about my test, folks, although I'm going to be doing the retake soon here. For those of you who don't know, I had an alarm go off during my Medi-Cal peer support test. I'm already a certified peer support specialist, but I'm taking the Medi-Cal certified peer support specialist test so that I can bill Medi-Cal. I was taking my test a few weeks ago. My alarm went off in the middle of my test. The proctor revoked my exam, so now I have to retest. I was halfway through. Nope, it's not about my test, Goosebump, although I am gearing up to take that again. I've been studying more, if you can believe that. Hanging with Mr. Ray Ray. It had my, I had it in my garage when I worked on my vehicle back 100 years ago. You are ancient, Mr. Ray Ray. You live 100 years ago. I think you're talking about that 8-track. All right. Luke's ready. I think y'all are ready. James, I am not sure that you can share a link here. I'm open to it being shared here, though. I think you dropped it in the Discord, and I don't have a mod in here right now. I probably need to appoint some more mods. I just haven't done that. So if you give me some time, James, I would be happy to post your link. I want to tell the people the news, though, because I don't want to leave people hanging. Ben's on a commute, toot, toot. Yeah, he's rolling on the floor laughing. Glad to bring you a chuckle, Ben. All right. Here we go. Here's the second announcement. The second announcement is, folks, that I am happy to announce, not to be redundant, but I am so happy to bring you a new offer. I have been racking my brain with friends and family trying to figure out how to offer the most value to you. And so I am running a special right now, which is a little different than I have done in the past few weeks. The introductory special is now over. This isn't the announcement. I'm leading up to the announcement, okay? So I'm now offering one-on-one peer support sessions, $30 for 30 minutes. That is not the news, though. That is a change, but that is not the news. The news is that you can save money by, drum roll please. I hope that wasn't too loud. You can save money by going to a Patreon that I just created. Now, that's the news, folks. That is the hot announcement. I created a Patreon so that I can support you better. Let me drop a link for you. I should have got the link before I started flapping my jaw about it. Here's a link for you. It is free to join my Patreon. It is no cost to you to join it. I did create some packages. If you're interested, it will save you money. Although I'm doing the 30 for 30 special right now, I'm running a summer special over on Patreon. It will save you money. And that is my big announcement. I'm so excited to bring this offer to you. I do look forward to seeing you over there. Again, joining is free. It is no cost to you to join my Patreon. So join the Discord, join the Patreon. I posted the link in the chat. Let me get the Discord link for you one more time. And James, I did not forget about you. If you give me a second, I will post your link as well. Body Illusion, love the old station wagon with the seats all the way in the back, facing the street. Okay, I used to roll around in one of those too, and we probably shouldn't have. I had a huge family growing up. I had a bunch of cousins, and we would pile into the back of the station wagon and watch the street. There's actually a hole in the bottom of the back of the station wagon that I would ride in. It was my aunt and uncle's. And you could actually, like, if I would have tried, I could actually touch the street and give myself a road rash. That was not safe, but it was the early 90s. Right. You can't link anything in chat unless you're a mod. That's correct. That's why I said you need to copy and repaste it. No biggie. Y'all were just talking about music. Yeah, let me get that. Well, so that, because we've only got a few more minutes here. Let me see. Bear with me, folks, while I get that link for James. Okay, I got it. Got it. There you go. James is a musician. That's Come Alive Ministries. You can go to Reverb Nation. I have not explored Reverb Nation yet, but I need to. And I'm so glad that James shared that link. Yes, so that is the announcement, folks. I started a Patreon. It's free to join. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. La Chameleon in the house. Chameleon's here. Late arrival. Hello, everyone. Going back to the start. Thank you for being here, Chameleon. You won't hear this for quite some time, but I'm so glad you're here. Artem, this is fake news. You can't actually save money by donating. She's lying to you. Donating costs money. Nice try, Tara. No, it is free to join. It costs you $0 to join my Patreon, and I'm so happy that there's a free option. But if you do want to support the channel with your donation, feel free. Actually, it wouldn't even be a donation over on Patreon. Although you can make a donation to the channel by going to the description. There's links to my PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, which people have taken advantage of, which I really appreciate. Let me throw up that banner again. Huge shout out to all the donations, or all the people who made the donations. But over on Patreon, is not actually a donation because I am offering service, peer support service. There's perks. You can go to Patreon to see what all the different tiers and perks are. Not fake news. Not fake news at all. '1970 Ford Country Squire wagon. James says, you're awesome. I named my ministry after my song Come Alive, but my #1 song is Reality. So go check him out over there. I believe Reverb Nation is a free platform as well. Rolling Stone just joined for free. Right on, Rolling Stone. I just launched that today, so you might be my first joiner. Welcome in. I look forward to connecting with you over there. It's free. I joined. It's true. Luke, welcome in. Welcome in. Much simpler than Discord. Rolling Stone, I'm so glad it worked for you. That is great news. Love your new ideas, Tara. Oh, let me put that up for Artem. Artem, Luke says, it's true. It's free. I joined. Rolling Stone also joined for free. Much simpler than Discord. I will keep that in mind. I hadn't even considered that it's simpler than Discord. Y'all, let me get the link. If you want to come up here, it is that time. It is that time. If you got something you want to talk about, click the link I just posted. My tongue got tied there for a second. I'm happy to talk with you one-on-one if you have something that you want to share. It will be broadcast publicly, so keep that in mind. If you want a private one-on-one session with me, you can send me an email. Let me send that to you. It is tarasmiling@yahoo.com. But like I said, I'm running a special over on Discord. It is free to join, but you can save money by getting a package over on Patreon, and I'm really excited about that summer special. Moving forward with your passion. Thanks, Body Illusion. I appreciate that. Come Alive Ministries says, yes, it's free for all. I think Reverb Nation is what you're talking about. I think the screen on Discord is what's throwing me off. There's too much going on there for my bipolar brain. Rolling Stone, the Tara Smiling Discord server might be a good place for you to start. And I'm not trying to, this isn't even a plug. I'm just saying, like, actually, the Tara Smiling server is one of the more simple ones that I've seen. So if you do ever change your mind and decide to want to learn to Discord, my platform, I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. Heather loves trimming and weeding the yard and bonsai trees. Bonsai trees, says Heather, are very relaxing. They put me into a trance when I get trimming. Ray Ray wants a bonsai tree. Goosebump, have a great night. I am so glad that you came and joined us tonight. Whatever it is that you're doing, I hope that you enjoy. Heather says, heck yeah. Rolling Stone, have a great night, Goosebump. Yes, have a great night, Goosebump. Well, we'll see if anybody decides to pop in. Let me post that link one more time. Whoops, I'm in the wrong spot. If you want to come up and talk to me, talk to people, just generally get some support, whether it's celebratory support or whether it's you're going through something challenging, you want to talk about it, you're invited. Maybe nobody takes me up on that this evening, and we'll just continue to chat as we have been. Heather says, have a great night. See y'all over there. Oh, yes. I'm so glad you said that because I want to plug Lifeboat's channel. That is where I'm going to go after this. Spank starts his shows at 5:05. So we're going to end here around 5. We'll see if we make it there. I know I'm bombarding y'all with links. I hope it's not too much. If you don't know, I think most of you are familiar with the Lifeboat. If you're not, it's a fantastic source of peer support. Spanx goes live every single day at 7 o'clock a.m. and at 5 o'clock, or 7:05 and 5:05 p.m. twice a day, every single day over at the Lifeboat, and I'm usually over there. You'll see me in the chat. Does a bonsai orange tree grow tiny oranges? Says Luke. I want one too. Yeah, me too. Body Illusion can pull weeds forever. It's very cathartic. I've never been a weed puller personally. I'm a sourdough lover though. I fed my sourdough starter. I thought about bringing her over here to stream with me and sitting her like right here. I didn't, but perhaps next week. I go live every Monday. I switched the time. I think y'all noticed, or maybe if you're just joining for the first time, you wouldn't have noticed, but I normally was streaming, or I have in the past, streamed at 4:15, but now that Spanx is streaming at 5, I thought it would be good practice to start streaming at 4 so that we're not interfering with each other and I can send traffic over his way. Rolling Stone, I'm really interested in doing a private session. I'll get back to you on it. Yeah, Rolling Stone, send me an email or reach out to me. Send me an email. That would probably be the quickest way to do it, Rolling Stone. And I really look forward to hearing from you. And that goes for anybody who's interested in a one-on-one session. The Critter Life, gardening is great therapy. Critter Life, I'm glad gardening works for you. Gardening is something I'd really like to get into in the future, but I don't have a yard right now. I live in an apartment. So I would have to have a bunch of indoor plants, which I would like to get. It's just not been a priority because my test has been my priority, but I'm glad gardening works for you. Critter Life is such a healthy activity. Tony says, struggling some, but not sure what I need to discuss. Well, Tony, we've got about 9 or 10 more minutes. I didn't even see Ray Ray popped in. Ray in the house. How long have you been standing there, Ray Ray?
I've been lurking.
You've been lurking? Okay. I was hoping
go ahead, sorry.
No, I was hoping that you weren't in the waiting room for too long.
No, I wasn't in the waiting room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing better.
Yeah?
I been working outside all day and I haven't consumed mass quantities of alcohol or anything today. So I've only had 2 beers today.
Right on. 2 beers? Well, that's better than the amount that I've heard you talking about drinking recently, which is like blackout drunk, right?
Yeah, I woke up one day and I had 2 empty bottles of Smirnoff and then a whole bunch of tall boys of Mike's Hard Lemonade, and I'm like, why am I still alive?
Well, I'm glad that you are still alive.
Yeah.
So for those
I think
of
that was
you,
the day I talked to you on Discord, and I don't remember talking to anybody at all. It's kind of, it is what it is, but
it happens. It happens when we're at that stage when we're drinking so much that we can't remember anything. That happened to me constantly. I used to drink till I was blackout drunk more often than not. So I've definitely been through it, and I'm happy to say that I've made it to 3 years without a drink. Over 3 years, actually.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, the longest I've ever been without alcohol was like 5 or 6 months, and then that's pretty much it. So
that's still a long time to go without a drink. 5 or 6 months. That's huge. Do you think? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Do you think? Well, I'll just tell you what I think. I think that because you've made it one time, the probability that you can make it there again.
Well, I know it's possible.
Mm-hmm. Not only is it possible, I think it's probable if you really want it.
Sustainable.
Well, the thing is, we have to put in work to our recovery, right? I have put a tremendous amount of blood, sweat, and tears into staying clean and sober for over 3 years now.
Yeah.
And what I've heard you say in previous conversations, just for everybody watching who doesn't know already, Ray white knuckled it. Have you heard that phrase before? Ray white knuckled through sobriety?
Yes.
Yeah, you white knuckled. The support system wasn't built. And so Ray is now shifting your focus. And Ray, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't a support system what you've expressed you were missing in your last?
And that's exactly. And that's what caused me to relapse, was because of the lack of support structure. And I don't mean like, I got my parents, I got this and that and everything. I'm talking like an actual support structure of professionals, people that's like been through it, and everything, and actually seeking professional help from professionally trained people to get good ideas on how to stay sober.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, it's a true statement. The first drink is my choice. The second one is, you know, my addiction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
100%. And that's me too. That's me too. The first one is my choice. And I always think it's going to be just one. Can you relate to that?
it's never one.
Do
The
you
last
ever really believe it's going to be one though?
no.
You never really believe. See,
No, kind
go
of. I
ahead.
don't know. It's a double-edged sword. Yes and no. Yes, I would want to believe that it could only just have one, but in reality is no. It's I'll drink everything that I have in my vicinity until it's gone. So if I have 5 gallons of vodka in my house, I will drink it because I'll already be blacked out, so I won't be able to control and be like, hey, maybe this is not a good idea. You go on autopilot and then you drink everything until it's gone
Mm-hmm.
every single time.
That's right.
There's no in between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the difference between somebody who can be a casual drinker and somebody like me who's just it's all or nothing. And that kind of represents other people and other addictions, with whatever their drug of choice is. The construct or the concept is the same. I don't know what the word. I'm not usually good at fancy words, but you know, the addiction is there. Just the drug of choice might be different, and so I might be able to, take a couple hits of marijuana or whatever, and then just put it down and whatever. But then the next person might not be able to do that. So it's like with my addiction with alcohol would be like somebody else's addiction with another of their drug of choice. So and
Absolutely.
that person might just be able to drink a couple drinks and then just walk away from it. So, I think it all comes down to the addiction.
Wouldn't it be so nice if we could just walk away and it wasn't an issue?
Yeah, that would be absolutely wonderful. It would. My liver wouldn't be hurting right now. My wallet wouldn't be so empty.
Mm-hmm. Do y'all have any encouragement for Ray Ray? I would love to see some words of encouragement from the chat. I personally have a question for you, Ray Ray, if I can ask
Okay.
a question about support systems.
Yeah.
My question for you, did you say yes?
Yeah. Go ahead. Ask me a question.
Okay, right
Sorry.
on. No, that's okay. I just wanted to make sure because if you didn't say yes, then I wouldn't want to pry.
Okay.
My question for you is what are your thoughts on the different ways that you could go about building a support system for yourself this time around if you decide to get clean and sober again?
Yeah, I have no idea. That's why I
Hmm.
just need to go. Like I got a doctor's appointment on Thursday, but it's just for um, eligibility things. But it's a place that I've seen doctors at before, so maybe I might be able to schedule an appointment with that place. I was on health insurance that got like canceled, and then I had to get. They put me on a different kind of health insurance, which didn't cover everybody I was seeing. It's the whole Medicaid unwind. So all my medical insurance and stuff just went away overnight, and then I had to get placed on Medicaid. So now it's all messed up.
And we're waiting for that to
Yeah, and
come
that's what I'm
through,
gonna try to
right?
take. Yeah, I got a doctor's appointment in Tucson on the 15th of May with an actual doctor for new patient, but I'm trying to get to see a doctor before that because I have some health issues that probably should be addressed sooner than later. One of them is, my alcoholism, and the other thing is like I'm not going blind in my right eye, but it's like I think I had a hemorrhage in my right eye because I see a dark circle every time I blink my eye. So I think something in that little, you have like multiple layers of gel and everything has to be clear. But I think I had a blood vessel or something rupture, and now I just can't really see out of my right eye anymore.
Hmm.
So I probably should go get that taken care of.
Have you been in inpatient or outpatient treatment before, Ray Ray?
No,
Okay. One thing.
I was just a crazy guy that just, detox myself when I shouldn't have. And then I go through like 3 days of hallucinations and I shake. And then, I'm like, okay, now I'm detoxed. Now what do I do?
Well, one thing I know about both inpatient and outpatient is that they do focus on building support systems so that
Yeah,
by the time you finish treatment, you will have established a support system. I
yeah,
think sooner is better. The support system, as you already know, it sounds like you're aware of this. The support
yeah,
system for me has been the most important part of what's helped me sustain my recovery over the past over 3 years. And it makes a huge difference. I mean, other people are what get me through the cravings and the hard times, the slumps, the challenges.
yeah. And the doctor I saw before, they were trying to get me to take this one shot that's supposed to take away the cravings from drinking.
Hmm.
I don't remember what it was called, but it's supposed to like take the whole like, you know, the constant nagging of your addiction, it's supposed to help with that. But I
Hmm.
that was a long time ago and I don't know, didn't do it.
Hmm. Is that
And
something that is
that's
that
when I was 5 months sober when they offered it to me. I should have took it though, but I didn't.
is that something that you want now?
At some point when I get sober, I because this is this is going to be something that's just going to constantly nag at me until the day I die. You know what I mean? Like even if I'm sober, I'm still going to have it in the back of my head going, "You want to drink alcohol?" And that constant, you know, the constant bombardment will never go away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I
It's
do. It
just
gets better. It's gotten better for me over time because I'm
okay.
medicated appropriately. But
Okay.
getting to that point has been, I'm not kidding, Ray Ray, it has been blood, sweat, and tears to get to the point
Yeah.
that I'm at now. I want to say hi to Mon really quick. Mon
Oh yeah,
snuck in.
and plus the other show's going to start here in a minute, so I'm going to hop off. I just want to check in with you. I'm
Right on.
okay.
I'm so glad that you
I'm more
did.
clear minded.
I'm so glad you did. And someone said, Rolling Stone said, hope to see you over at the boat tonight. And I hope the same thing, Ray Ray. It's been very nice to connect with you, and I hope that we continue to.
Right on. Well, I don't want to take up any more time. It seems like you said 5:05, right?
Yeah, they start at
Okay.
5:05 over there. So we've got
Is
another
that Mountain Time?
mountain time. Yep. And
Okay, so they're
I
starting
think,
in 2 minutes.
yep, they're starting in 2 minutes.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Well, I'll jump off.
all
You
right.
have a good afternoon or whatever your time zone is.
Right on. I hope to see you soon.
All right. Later's.
See ya. Well, folks, I love talking with Ray Ray because he reminds me exactly why I want to stay clean and sober. I don't want to have to go through that initial part of early recovery. I mean, I'm still technically in early recovery. I'm only 3 years in, but man, he's in that phase where he's making the choice. It's called contemplate. He's in contemplation right now. He's past pre-contemplation. He's wants to get sober. He just hasn't done it yet. That's a tough place to be. I don't want to go back. Thanks, the Critter Life. I appreciate that. It says this is a great channel. Thank you. Luke, once I catch the buzz I want is on after that. Exactly. Great that Ray is here. Yep, hopefully we see Ray Ray again. James drinks non-alcoholic imported beer. Okay, okay. That's not something that I can do. I think it'd be a slippery slope for me, but to each their own. Everybody's recovery is unique and individual to them. Yep, I hope Ray Ray keeps talking too. James is going to be in Tucson on May 14th. James, if you want to come over and hang out over at the lifeboat, everybody's welcome. That's where we're going to go. We're going to wrap it up here. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for showing up. It's always a pleasure. I love talking with you. I look forward to this time. Come Alive Ministry says, good discussion. I have faith that Ray will find success with his journey. Me too. I really do believe in him. If you can hear me right now, Ray, you've got some people here who believe in you. And I know it's not confined to the people in this chat right now. There is a point of no return, says Artem. It's like a switch goes off and it feels like there's no way you can back out. I don't want to go back there. All right, folks, it's 5:05. I'm going to go over and support Spanx over at the Lifeboat. It's been a pleasure, as always, folks. I love you all very much. And I hope to see you over at Patreon. Remember, it's free to join. And I hope to talk to you soon.